Even Bennun here with Israeli News Live, and I just want to make sure that we are successfully running live here, and I'll share some things with you that are going on in the world, specifically in the South China Sea. There, this has really become a hotbed of situation that's going on. Those of you that can remember going back, I want to say almost, at least a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I talked about how that China would end up taking the entire South China Sea. I even talked about the Philippines. Those of you that can remember that as well. When we were talking about Taiwan, in fact, before it ever even went into the news, I talked about China taking over Taiwan. A lot of people didn't believe that that would ever happen. Now I am hearing not only Taiwan, but Indonesia, and of course the Philippines already becoming more and more of a contentious area there. And it has to do a lot more with China is going to be the new world superpower. And not only that, but we have Chinese nationals coming across our southern border right now. We've been having more skirmishes with the Chinese up in Alaska. Or up near Alaska, I should say. We've had it off of our west coast. I've even heard some incidents between submarines with Chinese submarines, U.S. submarines. So we are really getting in a very perplexed situation. And it is believed by some of the people in the intel world that I know that we could end up with a war with China before the 2024 election. That being stated, I've also heard too that the reason that could end up happening would be more so because China is going to go after Taiwan and Indonesia before that time period. And there's even some belief that the Chinese may be working with the Biden administration to help cause these problems to steer the election results. They say that there is a great fear that Trump does have the ability to get back in the White House. The Democrats are so determined to try to keep him out. And at the same time, as I look at it, I see this as being that they want to make sure China, or they want to make sure that Trump gets into office. So regardless of what gets played out right there, to me, it's all part of that New World Order plan. Same thing with the Chinese coming across our southern border. They're getting ready to disrupt, cause mayhem inside the United States here. We have Chinese nationals that are staying up in Alaska in hotels there. We are just really having a major showdown. And of course, we see China. In fact, there was a ship that the Chinese overtook down in near the Philippines region that actually had the equivalent of what we would call the Secretary of State, the Philippine Secretary of State type of individual that was on the ship, and the Chinese overtook that ship. Now, this is not the case what you're looking at here on your screen here, but these are the type things that are going on. Also, too, want to let you know, we are having to be very cautious about what we do here on our platform here on YouTube, mainly because we ended up with a strike. Our strike was called hate speech. We were just pointing out what Israelis were saying about the situation that was happening over in Gaza. So on our platform, iConnectFX.com, this is where you'll find a lot of that material that's no longer on YouTube. It is over there. And of course, we will continue. The more blunt reporting we do will be aired over on iConnectFX, not here. I did hope, and hopefully this is not going to violate any policies here. This was on Channel 12. Not Uncapped Turn Media posted this on their platform. But if you're looking behind their little seal there, the Channel 12, it says Hadashot, which is 12, the News 12, aired in Israel here. And you're going to hear on here, and I'll turn the volume down on this video here. The lady speaking in Hebrew is very accurate translation. But it starts off right off the bat, 4 p.m., suddenly Jeeps arrive on the scene. This was on October the 7th, by the way. And keeping in mind, 4 p.m., officially they say that Hamas started the attack around 8 a.m. So in this case here, you're looking at 8 hours later. So the survivors are talking about finally the Jeeps show up on the scene at 4 p.m. All right? And we understand that the army arrived at last. 5 or 10 minutes later, a barrage of shots started. We all went down on the floor. At that point, it was clear to me that our role is to be a human wall between our forces that arrive and them, talking about Hamas. Adi and I press ourselves against each other, that's her husband, and I am behind him hugging him. We all started to run, including the terrorists. We all hid, lying on the floor, and shots, boom, 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 boom. Bullets enter the house in every possible way. And suddenly something heavy, perhaps a mortar, made a big boom in all the house. I hear the children screaming, "Help, please help." The children, Lalil and Yani, "Please help, I'm begging, please, please, please. Bevekasha, 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 we're here." I'll never forget the children's screams. Her husband did die. She was wounded severely. She held him in his arms as he died. But the sad truth is, there were a lot of Israelis that died that day. I believe this is part of the Hannibal doctrine. I don't think that it wasn't that they didn't know that they were dealing with civilians in the middle of this crossfire. But perhaps there could have been something done differently. We can always say that. We don't really know. I can't really judge so much on that issue there, Israel making this decision. The only thing that concerns me is when we get these reports showing the burned bodies, etc., things like that, and being blamed on Hamas when obviously it was tank fire that caused that. So we'll discuss that more over on Israeli News Live on our channel there. Going to be doing a short video here with my wife Yana here in just a few minutes here about LifeWave, where we are involved with LifeWave now as a distributor. I'll just quickly mention that to you. LifeWave.com/Bennun, Bennun. We have learned a lot more about this product, more experimentation and using it. Really a great product. And we are doing Zoom meetings at least once, sometimes twice a week that you can come and be a part of. And if you want to be a part of that, email us at bennunx39@gmail.com. I will add that to the description of this video. The LifeWave patch, though, does use a light technology that helps trap your infrared light from your body there and put that back into your body. And I'll wait till my wife explains how this works. But a lot of wonderful testimonies, including our own. We have a lot of our own. We've been experimenting with other patches that this company makes as well. They actually have one that is for pain. And it takes a little bit of getting used to try to figure out how to use it, because it really works on what they call acupuncture pressure points in the body. And so I actually, for the first time, I figured out the best way to use it, which was right here on my front of my forearm here, or right there by the wrist area. That does whole body. And for the first time, let me put it like this here. My spinal injury had gotten so bad that I was having to take my medication 24 hours a day. Literally 24 hours a day. I don't like to feel high, so I never would take a whole pill in the first place. I only take a partial pill. Normally half is what I take of a pain pill. But even at nighttime, twice a night, I would have to take pain medicine because the pain is so massive. From the top of the back of my head all the way down to the soles of my feet, and on the entire back side of my body, I would be in tremendous pain. And that was really bothering me, that I was having to take medicine 24 hours a day, but I didn't have any choice. I I did start using the patch that they have. Wish I had the pack in front of me here. I could tell you about that one there. We'll talk about it though when I have Yana on here in a few minutes there. And for the first time last night, from the time I went to bed until I woke up at 7:30 this morning, and I went to bed at 10 p.m. They have one that's for nighttime sleeping. You get no hangover at all when you wake up. You just put the patch on, put it on your temple. You go to sleep, you wake up, no hangover, and you sleep well. I normally only sleep 5 hours a night, and then I wake up 3 times during that 5-hour stint. That's all I could sleep for more than a year now, maybe 2 years. And again, constant pain medication. Well, the sleep patch was helping me to start sleeping through the night. Finally, I was getting 7 hours of sleep uninterrupted, which was a true blessing for me. And then last night I went to sleep. I woke up once because the dog woke me up to go to the bathroom at 4 a.m. Other than that, from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m., I was able to sleep all the way through. And the most incredible part was I didn't take any pain medicine whatsoever. When I woke up, I wasn't in pain at all. I waited till about 9 o'clock before I finally ended up taking a little bit of pain medicine. And the only reason I took it then, and even then I only took a third, not even half. The reason I did, though, is because I pulled those pain patches off, because for me and my biology, they tend to make me a little bit drowsy. Most people don't report that, but for me, that's just the way it does. So finally, 12 hours out of a day, I don't have to take pain medicine. And so that's really been a huge blessing for me. X39 has helped in a lot of other areas, including Yana with her PTSD. Our daughter, with her, she suffered migraines as well. And she's not had to take any medicine whatsoever after starting the X39 patch there. So we're hearing so many amazing testimonies. Even Jason, who comes on our Zoom meetings quite a bit. I think Jason, I don't know if he's diabetic or borderline diabetic, but he said it balanced his blood sugar. Amazing testimonies that he gives about that. And the company doesn't claim that these things heal anything, only that it assists your body. So at any rate, I didn't really mean to ramble on this long about this. Yana will come on here with me in just a little bit. We'll record a video. We might even do it live. What the heck? Tell you a little bit about it. And but you know, you can become a distributor of the product as well if you want. You can earn money. You can just be simply a user of the product. I always recommend people, if they're going to go to the website, sign up as a distributor. And the reason why I say that, you get a discount for being a distributor. All right. And even if you're not going to distribute it, doesn't matter, you'll get a discount. And let's say for some reason it helps you and you like the product and you do recommend it, you might make enough money just off of a few recommendations to where it pays for your own monthly supply anyway. So that's why I always encourage you, if you're gonna go in there and join in there, you know, you can just be a retail customer, but why pay the full price? Go in there, register as a distributor, and they'll give you patches based on your registration. So if you went in there and it's just you for yourself only, register as like a bronze. If it's you and your wife, register as a silver, because you're gonna get I think 3 packs of the different patches anyway. So go ahead and do it like that there, just as a thought. Or if you want to wait, Friday. This Saturday at I think it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing a Zoom meeting. We'll talk more about it, explain how this works, how you can do it to make money with it if you want. I know some people get afraid when they hear multi-level marketing. You do not have to multi-level market in this in order to make money. You can just simply do retail sales with it and make commissions from it. So there's 4 different ways they have for doing that, and we go into all that on these Zoom meetings. So you guys know me, I don't get into recommending products at all. But from what I've seen this do, I had to be able to share this with people. And and even some of the people that have already started up when we first shared this a couple of weeks ago, I've been getting emails from them telling me, one brother wrote, he said, I'm already cutting back on pain medicine as a result. Another one gave another testimony. I love it when people have the quick responses on this. And of course, there's a whole bunch of patches this company makes. X39 though that's what really made this company explode about 3 years ago, because there's nowhere, you can't get it anywhere. You're not going to get it on Amazon or at Walmart or anything like that. They made it to where you get it only through independent distributors like ourselves. And the technology has just really helped a lot of people. And that's what made the company go from, I think, like a $4 million company to almost $400 million company within that last 3 years. So anyway, I'll shut up. I apologize for continuing on like this. And also, too, Yano addresses, and she's done this already because some people she addresses the technology side of this. It's nothing to fear about. It's nothing that's going to hurt you or anything like that. And so, we'll go into that on one of the Zoom meetings if that's something you decide you're interested in trying it. Even if you're just interested in trying it as a product, you want to be in the Zoom meeting because we go into those things with you along with some other people that come on with us as well. Anyway, thank you for listening. I'm Stephen Bennun. You're watching Israeli News Live. God bless you. Have a wonderful day there. I've got to run back down to Florida, so keep me in your prayers, please, as well as my family.